Hey Lego fans, welcome to Brick TV. It's Chris here, and today I'm looking at the DC Comics Superheroes Character Encyclopedia book from DK Publishers. This is the latest in the collaboration between Lego and DK. They've got a great history of doing some really nice books together. They're doing lots of Star Wars, Harry Potter. So this is the latest one, the latest character encyclopedia. And it's a comprehensive look at more or less every single minifigure released in the DC Comics Superheroes range. Actually predating that, going back to the original Batman series, but I'm jumping ahead of myself. So, what we've got here is a lovely, thick tome. It's bright, colourful, it's a really nice, chunky book, but it's not heavy with it. And, more importantly, for me anyway, exclusive minifigure. That's the best things about these DK books. They tend to always come with an exclusive minifigure. This was no different. No different at all. So very pleased with that. It's got an RRP of $14.99 in the UK, but right now I'm seeing it for £7 in certain supermarkets and on certain online book retailers. So I'm sure you won't have to pay the full $14.99 for that. So what do we get? So like I said, it's a nice big chunky book, but that's because half of it, well, nearly half of it, is holding the Batman minifigure. So don't be fooled or disappointed. There's still tons and tons of content. Really, really lots of content. It's taken me ages to get through it. I think this is really good. I like it because it's probably good for little hands. It's aimed at youngsters, but it's comprehensive. And it's with it being so chunky, it's easy to hold, and it's not heavy with it, which I think is important. So what we get inside is a really excellent look at all the DC minifigures to date, from the very beginning, the very first Batman set in 2006. It's going chronological, so it's going up through the years. We every minifigure, every vehicle, all the way up to right now, the here and now, the Lego Batcave, which has just come out, and the Mighty Micros. So bang up to date, really, really good. So I've gone through it. Let me just pick out a page at random. So Harley Quinn. I'm a minifigure collector, particularly a DC minifigure collector. So I was going through this with and enjoying the read, but also kind of assessing and marking them to see if they were right with the details. And whilst I didn't check every single fact, I think they got it. I think they nailed it. There's a lot of research gone into this book, if that's what you're after. What it is it's a really good visual guide. Really nice, big, bright pictures. It's not heavy on the words, so for younger readers, but there's enough there. It's got a nice sense of humour. So it's not a dry, dusty tome that you're going to find really boring. It's really interesting, and it's a fascinating walk through the evolution of the DC minifigures. So there's all the Batman variants, all the villain variants. There's not every single variant isn't featured. I mean, the book will probably have to double in size. But what they have done is they've certainly, there's usually a little pop-out box that will at least give reference to if there's another version of a minifigure, and it will point out the differences, which I find really useful. That was what I was kind of looking at it with a critical eye to see if they'd actually got it correct. So yeah, I really like it. I don't think you can go wrong with it. It's a brilliant history of all the sets and all the minifigures, but it's also just a fun read for youngsters. Obviously the bright pictures do wonders for that. So I mean, here we've got every single character. It kind of says what set they were in the year, and what set numbers they were available in. That was, for me, that was the thing I was testing it for. This is a great example. So this Batman minifigure was from 10672, which was a Junior's set, the Batcave. So a really simple set to buy, but it was also from a really super rare San Diego San Diego Comic Con set, and it mentions that. So they've done, the authors have done their homework and they've done a really good job of it. I couldn't find any errors in it or omissions. I didn't check every single fact, but I'm pretty on the kind of clued up with this because I'm trying to collect one of each minifigure. Something I do, so I kind of know about this stuff. So I was very impressed. There we go. Here's a perfect example. So on this this penguin page here, so they're talking about the different variants. So whilst they've not given 2 pages over to the penguin, they have shown you on 1 page the different variant and what set that was from. Just little things like that. So what you've got a really comprehensive history, which will help, if you're trying to collect them. It's really good. It's fun. All the vehicles get a page as well, which I've never seen before. That's really good. We've got the rare variants, the Superboy. Some people didn't even know about that one. That's rare. So it's going all the way up to where we are right now with the Mighty Micros, and we've got some just some notes from the designers, some interviews there with the designers from Lego. This was probably my favourite bit, which is just a visual gallery of the various sets going through the years, even with the rare San Diego Comic Con sets in there. So there's nothing omitted there. So we're going right up to this page here, where 2016, where we are right now with the brand new sets. Got the Mighty Micros there. The only thing that isn't in this is the Mr. Freeze polybag, which maybe came out just before this, just after this was published. But other than that, I haven't found any omissions, so I'm very impressed with that. So as a book, yeah, I definitely recommend it. Even at full RRP, I think that's good. So we've got the minifigure. So a lot of people, minifigure collectors like myself, will probably be getting this just for that. So let's take a look at the Batman minifigure. Alright, so this is the Pirate Batman, which is exclusive to this book, and it's terrific. This Batman is featured in the recent animated movie Justice League Cosmic Clash, which I actually have to hand here. This is where this minifigure is from. This has nothing to do with the book, though. It's not included with the book, that's just what I've got in my collection. So this is where we see Pirate Batman. He's from that. And it is Batman as a pirate. That's it. So it's got nice leg printing, torso printing. Got a double-sided head, as you'd expect. Look under his cape. There's his Bat logo. So it actually looks like he's turned his costume around there. That's the first time I've ever seen that Bat logo on the back there. And he comes with a mace and a sword. And yeah, he's rather cool. It's certainly a weird one. And these books, when they come with exclusive figures, they tend to come with unusual figures that you're not going to get in a retail set. So they're good for doing these unusual stuff. So I think that's great. So I'm more than happy with that. Stand up, Bruce. There we go. So yeah, the DC Comics Superheroes Character Encyclopedia, I think it's terrific. I really recommend it. If you can find it at the lower price of £7, which is why I picked this up, I think that's an absolute bargain. I'd expect to spend that just on the minifigure alone. The fact that you get a really nice chunky book with hours of reading, if you go through every page, it's really interesting to see how the figures have changed, and just to remind yourself what sets have come before. So this is terrific. This is so good. I demand DK now do a Marvel one, because I really want to see the same love and attention given over to the Marvel superhero sets. And boy, I'd love to get an exclusive Marvel minifigure. So I genuinely recommend this 2 thumbs up. I think it's terrific, really good. The Batman Pirate minifigure's great. The book's great. And if you can get it for £7, that's absolutely fantastic. So yeah, double thumbs up for me. Yeah, go out and get it if you see it. All right, thank you very much for taking the time to watch this. If you've got anything you want, any questions or comments, please drop them below. Otherwise, thank you. And if you drop us a like or a share or a subscribe, please. It helps us spread the word a little bit. So thank you very much. I'll be back with more reviews soon. Thanks.